So, Tag auch, Glück auf und herzlich willkommen. Schön, dass ihr heute wieder mit am Start seid hier bei diesem Interview. Und ich habe heute einen fantastischen Gast und zwar einen YouTuber-Kollegen. Und zwar ist es Richard Carman. Carman is right pronounced, or? This is
Yeah,
Richard.
that's right.
This is Richard from America. Und ich werde heute auf Englisch ihn interviewen, ja, also nimmt ein bisschen Rücksicht mit mir. Ich werde heute auf jeden Fall auf Englisch mit ihm reden und mal gucken, wie das klappt auf jeden Fall. So, I'm very thankful to have you here, Richard. Richard is the host of Schalkemerica, it is the only a Schalke YouTube channel, I mean, or this is like that, or?
Yeah, the only English Schalke podcast on YouTube or on podcasts everywhere. So yeah.
Yeah, really, really cool to have you here. So, Richard, please tell us in some words, what is Schalkemerica? What is your podcast, your YouTube channel? What is your content on Schalkemerica?
Well, first, let me say, Entschuldigung, meine Deutsch ist nicht so gut, so please bear with me, I'm working on it.
Yeah.
So Schalkemerica, it's funny because it started many years ago, 5-6 years ago, where, I wanted to listen to some Schalke content, and I was looking for English stuff, and I didn't find anything with Schalke related. And I'm like, I know there's a lot of Schalke fans around the world who don't speak German, they speak English, and they would love to hear some Schalke. And I said, you know what? I was already doing a podcast on the side for Italian soccer, and I was like, let me just do one for Schalke because there is none, and I know there's a need for it. And so, I started up the podcast, and then, funny enough, the 4-4 game with Dortmund, that's when I found my co-host. I was rotating guests every week, and then I found Jack Mangan.
Yeah.
He reached out to me, and we've been together ever since. 5 seasons now with us, and so Schalkemerica, we dedicate everything Schalke, null but the English speaking side of things, right? So those people who don't speak German as their native language, they can come to us and we can help them understand Schalke. We're doing this beautiful Schalke history series on our YouTube page where we go through the origins so people understand really what Schalke is all about. And so our podcast and our YouTube, we just try to bring people outside of Germany closer to Schalke the best way we can. So that's really the goal for us.
Yeah, I really love your history videos. I have to tell you, this is really a very special Schalke content, which no one makes at this moment, and this is very, very good. I can really appreciate is the English word. I mean, yes. Okay, so you told me now that you made another podcast before. It was an Italian soccer podcast. Did I hear that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have a second podcast, which is actually it's called Serie A Sit Down, and we talk all about Italian soccer.
Okay.
And so I've been doing that for 6+ years now. So.
Okay, really, really cool. And where does your soccer love comes from? Why is it soccer? Because you live in America, you have basketball, you have baseball.
They're boring. They're boring sports.
I know, as a German, but please tell me why.
No, my family, my background is my mother is South American and my dad is from the Middle East, so soccer is #1 sport for them to watch. And so growing up, we watched soccer all the time. And I really fell in love since a little kid, really watching, South American soccer, watching the World Cup, watching things like Copa America in South America. So I got a lot of soccer growing up, and I grew up playing the sport. And it's been my favorite sport, my whole life. So it was easy for me to do a podcast about football, soccer, however you want to call it. Because I've had a passion my whole life. I've always played soccer all through school, and it's a big passion of mine.
You played for yourself.
Yeah, I did.
Really cool. What was your position?
Striker.
Striker. Okay. Yeah. I was striker too, but not so successful, obviously.
Yeah, neither me. Neither was I.
Really cool. So, and then you met Jack Mangan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and please tell us something about your co-host. Where is he? Where does he come from?
Yeah, so I'm based out of Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States, and
Washington,
Jack is out of
DC.
Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah, okay.
And so, we, like I said, when the first year of the podcast, I was really looking for a guest, and so I just was, having guest appearances by anybody who wanted to talk about Schalke. And Jack reached out to me. He said he was interested. Like I said, it just happened to be the Dortmund game, and we kind of hit it off, and have been doing it ever since. And yeah, Jack, like I said, he's out of Chicago. He's a big Schalke fan. He's a Schalke fan his whole life, or all his adult life, I should say. And we both really appreciate Schalke and want to not only live it through ourselves and watching it, but also trying to give the love to everybody else who's interested in it. So.
Yeah, really, really cool. But now you have to tell me. Why Schalke? I can't see the connection to Schalke at this moment. Why?
Yeah.
Why did you choose Schalke 04? Was it like, okay, Schalke does not have content, and then we make Schalke, or what? Where does your love for Schalke 04 comes?
So for me, it started back in 2003. So in the States, we really didn't have any coverage of any kind of European football.
Yeah.
And we had this channel called Goal TV. And so one day I turned on Goal TV and I saw a German football game on, and it was Schalke against Bayer Leverkusen. And Schalke were at home, and I was just amazed by the crowd with all the flags and the passion. I had never seen that before watching the game. I'm like, I don't know who this team is. And I was like, I don't really like blue, but, I want to support this team. I don't know who the hell. I don't know if it was just this one club did this or every club did it. So as far as I knew, this one team in blue had these amazing fans, and nobody else did. Up to that point, I hadn't seen it. So for me, I was like, I got to support this team. If the fans care about this team so much, they have to be something special. So I just started watching them, knowing nothing about Schalke. And it's kind of grown on me for the now almost 20 years now supporting Schalke. So.
Yeah, really, really cool. Do you remember how this game was ended?
Yeah, I remember that game. I don't remember. I think it was 2003, but maybe it was a couple years later. It was 7-4 Schalke. Little did I know the game was going to be goal fest. Do you remember that game?
Yeah, of course. I know. I just thought, was it 2003? 7-4. It was a legendary game. You had to fall in love with Schalke at this game. You had to fall.
Yeah, that was a good day to fall in love with Schalke. So.
Yeah, really, really cool. Okay, so you're living in Washington. How is it to live in Washington for what?
It's okay. It's nice this day and age because you can watch football all around the world. But here, it's nice where I live because you get all the different seasons, right? We get snow in winter, we get this hot summer, we get spring, fall. It's really nice here, and it's a very international city, obviously with the politics and everything. It's a really cool place to be. I love being here. I mean, I would love to be in Europe too, but I mean, if I couldn't be in Europe, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. So I really love living here. So.
Yeah, really cool. Okay. Have you got an American team that you support?
In football, I guess it would be DC United. They're my home team here. I've supported them since they were created in 1995, 96. So that's my local American team here.
Yeah, okay. What DC United?
Yes, sir.
DC United. Okay, yeah, really cool. So, but how are the differences between DC United and Schalke 04? What, or maybe just show us the difference between American football and or American soccer and German football.
You remember the quality that Schalke had last year in the season? That's how DC United and MLS play.
I remember, yes.
No, it's getting better. It's getting a lot better, right? But it's still not there. I mean, in terms of North American soccer or football, Mexico's really a little bit higher level than the United States. And then we look at national teams. It's pretty comparable. Canada has a really good team now. They have, Alphonso Davies who plays at Bayern. A lot of Jonathan David's another one there. Mexico has always had talented players, but the soccer or football and MLS in the United States, it's okay. It's getting better. We got, it helps with getting the big time stars that are trying to retire. I guess they come to MLS to play, but it's really the fan base has grown more and more over the last 10 years than it ever has, and so you really start seeing cities like Kansas City and Portland and all these other cities around the world, around the U.S. like Cincinnati, lots of fans for soccer, and it's really good for the sport because I think the sports in the next 10 years is probably going to be in the top 4 sport in the country. I think that's how much it's growing, but it's still a long ways to go, and it's nowhere near European football. Maybe Schalke last year.
Okay. Are you interested in other sports, or are you just looking soccer? Or
yeah, no, I was kind of the kid growing up. I played everything. Ice hockey is my second favorite sport, but I watch basketball, soccer, tennis. I watch everything, So, but yeah, soccer and hockey are the 2 sports for me, the main sports. Those are the ones I played, growing up, and it's really anything competitive, any kind of sport I like to watch. I'll watch the Olympics and watch all the events and watch the different tournaments around the world. I'm just a sport fan. I'm a fan of sport. That's me. How about you?
How about me? Did you ask me how about
me?
Do
you like anything else other than football?
This is a good question. Yeah, I have some sports I like. I like MMA. Mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
Yes, I like boxing. I like but I like table tennis. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, these are
cool.
These are some things I like. Yes.
Okay. Cool. Very cool.
Yeah. I really like your the style from your channel. I think that you have a really beautiful channel. This this is you have got an eye for your look. For the look. It's really, really cool. What are you doing in your regular job? Do you have any experiences in social media, or where does it come from,
No, it's all about learning as I go, really. What I do for my full-time job is I'm actually a senior manager for like the local park system in my area. So it has nothing to do with social media or soccer or anything like that. So we kind of, it's just like anything. I love to learn, and so I always try to push myself to learn a little bit more. I mean, 6 years ago, I knew nothing about cameras or how to work on YouTube and do all that stuff. And I learned as I go. I saw someone do something cool, and I Google it or whatever and try to figure it out and learn for myself. And so I can make videos and edit and all that stuff. It's all entertaining to me. I love the technological side of it.
Okay. But I didn't understand. You are CEO of what? A parking?
Park system. Like parks, outside parks, nature parks.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So my local park system is where I'm a senior manager of it.
Okay.
I'm in charge of like almost 100 parks in my area.
Cool.
Yeah.
Really cool. Okay. So you are much outside?
Yeah. Probably a good mix, 50-50, I would say.
50-50. This sounds really like a cool job. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I actually love it. I really do.
Yeah. Okay. So you make a lot of videos with Cedric Selmart, as I made them too. How do you met him? How do you met him?
Fairly similar to how we met, really. A few years ago, we just started on Twitter. I think we were messaging back and forth, or we kept retweeting each other's content and stuff like that. And then we kind of reached out to each other and started talking, say, hey, we should start collaborating and make videos with each other. And I've been on his show, I've been on his YouTube channel, he's been on ours, obviously. So yeah, we've been talking for a long time, and so we probably had him on 3 or 4 times, I think, over the years. Last two and a half years now.
Yeah, I've seen in the last live stream he was with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
He
Cool.
helped us with our review for the midseason. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Yes. So greetings to Cedric Zelmat, to Schalke Corner. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay. I have a question now from Leo. Leo, I have asked my community to ask you some questions, and Leo asked, "Who is your favorite Schalke player of all times?"
Of all time.
Yes.
That's looking back at the history now, doing the history series on Schalke, it's a very you see some great players that going through the years, and it's of course I base my opinion on who I've watched, right? That's what I think. That's really what I can fall in love with.
Yeah, of course.
And other players I've watched, Kevin Karani for me. When I saw him play, yeah.
Okay.
Love Kevin Karani. Obviously, Huntelaar, someone fantastic as well. Gerald Asamoah. But for me, Kevin Karani, I enjoyed that he spoke a lot of languages like me, and that he was just a very good football player, and he always seemed to score big goals, especially against Bayern or Dortmund. And I loved his hunger for trying to score goals and win games. I was always a big fan of him.
Cool. Yeah, Kevin Karani was a big player. He scored.
Yeah.
I don't know the English word. Zweistellig, Here he scored more than 10 goals.
Yeah.
He was really good.
One of the best River Derby goals ever, with his side volley there against Dortmund.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Another question from Leo. Do you wish the popularity of soccer will be rising in the US in the next years?
I do.
You told.
Yeah. I told you. It's like in the next 10 years, I expect it to get much even better because you can really see the fans around the U.S. really starting to grow. They're really starting to support not only the MLS and United States men's national team, but it's growing overall. You see people cheering for different teams, European or South American, whatever. And so it's really, really growing here in the United States. And I believe soccer or football will be challenging the top four sports in the U.S. because it's a world game. It's a global game. And I think it's, as international as this country is, it's about time that it's going to start taking over. And so I do expect it to grow a lot more.
Okay. What does Julius ask? What does Schalke has got for like a standing in America? What is Schalke? What is Schalke standing?
Yeah, it's a known club. Many teams know, or many people know about it. I mean, over here in the United States, when we had the whole coronavirus and everything shut down, and the Bundesliga was the first first league to come back, the Rivier Derby was the first game coming back, and there was a big promotion in the U.S. to get everybody to watch football, and so all these people started saying, "Hey, I'm a Schalke supporter," and we're like, "How do all these people like?" Athletes were saying, "Oh yeah, I'm a Schalke supporter now," like Kevin Garnett in basketball and a couple other guys, and like, how the heck do you know about Schalke? And so actually, Schalke is a known name. They're not one of the big teams in terms of support. Obviously, the bigger teams like Manchester United or Bayern or Real Madrid or Barcelona, but it is known. People know about Schalke. So you tell somebody you're a Schalke supporter, they know who Schalke is. They may not know deep knowledge of them, but they've heard of them. So I would say it's in good standing here. People are very knowledgeable of football overall.
Have you ever seen a Schalke trikot in an American sports?
Have I? I have in DC United actually. It was funny. I went to a game the first year the new stadium opened, and I saw a Schalke jersey, and I was talking to the guy.
But do you have seen one in a shop? This one, I'd like to know.
I've seen once in a shop. It was a pretty big soccer shop or football shop, and it had lots of jerseys. But only one time I've seen it in person.
Okay, but I don't want to disturb you. You wanted to tell us about the guy who had the Schalke
Oh, yeah,
jersey.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've only seen maybe one or two times someone in person with a jersey. And that one time I saw at the DC United game, and I made sure I went up to him and talked to him and about Schalke about it. So it was pretty cool. But
Was
yeah,
it
it's not you don't see it very often.
okay? Was it German or?
No, he wasn't German. That's the funny thing. If
Oh,
he was
okay.
German, I'd understand it.
Yeah.
Well, I wear my jersey my jersey not all the time, but quite a bit out in public, and every now and then a German will come up to me, he's like, "Oh, you know about Schalke?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah." And there's actually a good Schalke community across the U.S. A lot of fan clubs.
Yeah.
We've been working with the club to kind of connect with all these clubs in the U.S. And there's a club in Germany in Virginia called the Virginia Knappen. And so we do a little get together when we could. And we would watch games together. So it's a big Schalke bar there. And there's also a big community in New York, Canada, obviously.
Okay.
And yeah, so there are big groups of Schalke fans around the U.S., which, believe it or not.
Okay, but where does they come from? Does they have some like father and mother that were Schalke fans
Yeah.
and went to America, or what?
Yeah, that, or they're actually from Germany themselves and they moved here for work or whatever. So many
Yeah.
of them are expatriates.
Yes.
But there are some, sprinkled people here and there that became Schalke fans along the way, like me, so it's a pretty cool mix.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I have the next question from somebody out my community, and this is it is Money. Money asks, "Hi, Schalkemerica. What do you think about Matthew Hoppe? What about his development and ranking in the US national team?"
Yeah, no, I mean, we're obviously at Schalkemerica. We are big fans of anyone who's an American, especially if they play for Schalke, right? Weston McKennie, Haji Wright,
Yeah.
Matthew Hoppe. We liked him. I think his development was good, but it was not there yet. It wasn't. I mean, obviously, if he remained with Schalke, he would not start over Terodde or Bulter. But he was getting better, right? And I think, I wish him the best of luck. In terms of the U.S. men's national team, he should be in the conversation. But there's, I would say, at least 3 strikers that are, much better than he is. And so I think if he continues to work at his game, he can get a lot better. But he was really a meteoric rise, right? He really came from nobody, and then went with a youth academy, and all of a sudden got a chance under Christian Gross, and really took advantage of his opportunity, right? He scored the hat trick in his first game, and I think he has a long way to go, but he's on a good trajectory, I think, and I hope he does well. I don't know if he'll be in the mix for the starting position in the U.S. men's national team anytime soon, because there's some really good players, but he'll be in the mix. He'll be in the conversation, I think.
Yeah. I had to laugh last year about Matthew Hoppe because he came in the team and he was like the man. Okay, he scored one time in the Regionalliga.
Yeah.
He was like, what is his what plan is it from him? What does he want in the first team?
Yeah.
And then the game against Hoffenheim came, and then I had to apologize.
Yeah, no, I was hoping when we saw Dadashov this season, I was hoping the same thing, right? Come in a team to score all these goals, but it wasn't the same result.
Yeah. Okay. I don't really know what is with Matthew Hoppe. I can't say now if he's got really good potential, or if he was
flash in the pan, as they say here.
We in Germany would say Eintagsfliege, a one-day fly.
Yep, one-hit wonder.
Okay, one-hit wonder. Yes, one-hit wonder. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll
see with him.
We will see. Okay, let's talk about Schalke. Please tell me something. What are your thoughts about the Hinrunde from Schalke 04? What are your feelings? What were your expectations? And something like Do you like the new Schalke?
I do, and I think a lot of credit has to go to Rowan Schroeder for what he's done to create this team. Really, after last year, going into the season, Jack and I told everybody that the Zweite Liga is very difficult. It's not. People thought that Schalke's going to get relegated and come right back up. I'm like, wait. It's a tough league. Hamburg's still down there. They've been down there for many years. Like, relax. So we knew it was going to be difficult. We didn't know how good this team would be, especially with get Schroeder removing so many players because of the second division, and then bringing all these new players in. The only thing we knew is that we had Terodde and he could score goals. Yeah. Outside of that, we weren't sure what's going to happen, right? And we watched the season as it went on. The defense got better under Gramozis, but we still were struggling to score goals. We found ways to win, but I think as the season's gone on, we've gotten better and better. Not quite there yet, but I think really a blessing in disguise is when Terodde and Bulter went down. We kind of had to learn to score without them, right? Ojan has been amazing on the left-hand side. Iden's having a good season. Salazar starting to emerge now. And so we're in a good position. I mean, it's tough because we're at third or fourth position at the moment. And we got some really tough games coming up ahead that we have to win. I mean, between now, for the next month, it's a big month for Schalke and for Gramozis, because if we don't win most of those games and stay in a position in a promotion spot, we could be out of this thing completely. And so it's a very difficult month for us. And, many people wondered if Gramozis was going to get fired during the winter pausa. Didn't happen. So a lot is riding now on Rowan Schroeder getting this right and Gramozis getting this right. And so I'm hoping, I think we can do it. With Terodde coming back, Bulter now getting healthy, Sane getting healthy. We have good depth on the team from front to back, and now we have a plan B option for Terodde and Bulter, where we have Trilinov and Peringer. So I like the team, but we still need to do better offensively. I think the defense and the midfield are okay, but the final third of the pitch, we need to score more goals. We're not doing enough. The Hamburg game was nice to see, but we didn't get any shots on target. Yeah, we had lots of shots, but nothing on the goal, right? So we still got to improve, but we're in a good position at the moment. It's better than being mid-table.
Yeah, of course. I can see, like we said with Hoppe before, I can see now Peringer as a new Hoppe,
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Maybe. We'll take all the goals we can get from anybody.
I hope that he scores some goals. Yeah. But I told the other guys before that I can't see it, but I couldn't see it by Hoppe. Yeah. So maybe he makes a surprise, Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have to tell it like you. So I'm really proud of that. How things get done, and I really, because I really think that it was a key from Gramozis that he made his own way, and everybody was telling like, oh, change the system, Why do we have to play with 4 defense players, with 5 defense players, and why don't we switch to 4? And he made his own way, and he has not taken the players the responsibility, He told them that it is their job to score goals and to go forward, and it was really impressive, It was like before the 14th Spieltag, he had this his I don't know the English word, Pressekonferenz. Press conference. Yes, he had his press conference, and he's said exactly that. That the players, they have to they have to go another. They have to interpret it like more offensive, and they did after that press conference. And yeah,
Right.
at this moment, I thought, okay, he's right, Gramotzes. But before I was like, Gramotzes, change it. I can't see it.
Yeah. We're getting better slowly by slowly, and I think all the injuries we've had, I think, was to our benefit, because now we have, we know the back three is really good. Add Sane to that, which makes it a good depth there. The midfield has good depth. We still need to have a better partner for Salazar, I think. Maybe Drexler, maybe Idrizi. And then we found out that, Ronfeld does okay, IdNr does okay, but, I think IdNr can do better if he just needs to be more consistent. And I think the blessing in disguise was Thomas Oweyan, right? He's been so amazing on that left-hand side, really creating a lot of chances for everybody on the team. And he's, second in the league in assists. So he's having a really great year.
Is Oweyan the best player, or what is your opinion?
Yeah, I think he is. I mean, Tarota is obviously a fantastic goal scorer, right? And we love Bulter on the podcast, but we also love Thomas Oweyan because he does so much. He always hustles for the ball. He's always putting in plays, crosses or set pieces. He just making us. We've missed that left-handed attacking power for many years, really, and it's nice to see. And he's been very consistent, and I hope we can hold on to him once the loan is up, and maybe we can afford him for the. I don't know if there's a buyback option, but it'd be nice to keep him.
Yeah, of course, yes. I have some. I have another question. You had Christian Fuchs on your channel.
Yeah.
I mean, how cool is that? How did you get it?
Yeah.
How did you get it?
But like I said, so we've had some nice guests on our show. Christian really was. I reached out to Christian and asked him via Cameo. I don't know if you guys know the app Cameo, to say something nice for the Schalke fans through our podcast, and he did. And he made a little video for us, and it was really great for him to do that. We also interviewed Nick Tatsegui in the past, and we've interviewed some commentators as well. Derek Ray. I don't know if you guys know Derek Ray. Lives in Germany, or lived in Germany for a while. Really big in the United States and like World Football, World Cup type games. We interviewed him.
No, don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, but we've interviewed him. So we interviewed a couple of commentators and some other guys too. So we even went on what was it? It was Sky Bet or whatever. We previewed the derby one year with the Dortmund podcast. I won't say their name, but we did a nice video with them on that. So yeah, we've been lucky, very fortunate. But the Christian Fuchs thing was very, very cool. And we've also had a couple of players do intros for our podcast. We've had Caligiuri, Nubel, who else? And Nick Tatsegui also did an introduction for us. So yeah, it's been pretty cool.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Okay.
The club has been very good.
I have never had a player, or a former player on my channel. This is a great thing. Cool.
And we're trying to get a couple more interviews. We're trying to see if we can get some of the English speaking players to come on our podcast, like Thomas Oweyan or Victor Paulsen. We're trying. We've been fortunate that we've had a good relationship with the club. They noticed us because there's no English speaking podcast out there, and so we've been fortunate enough to work with them a little bit here and there, and so they do promotions for us, we do promotions for them, so it's been good for us.
Yeah, cool, really cool.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Germany, Richard?
I have. I've been there a few times actually. The last time I was down over there I was actually supposed to go in 2020. Pandemic hit, right?
Yeah, of course.
The last time I was there was 2016, 2017. And I've also been there before that for the. I went to Munich for the Oktoberfest, naturally, I guess.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. But no, I've been to Germany a couple of times. Yeah, I really love it there.
Yeah, cool. Have you ever been in Gelsenkirchen?
It's funny. I have not yet. I was supposed to go back in 2012. It was actually on my plan to go to Gelsenkirchen And I ended up meeting some people when I was where was I? I think I was in Munich. And instead of going to Gelsenkirchen, I went to Amsterdam instead. So I haven't been there yet. And I've been close a couple times. I've been to Frankfurt a couple times as well. But not yet. That's on my plan. My plan is to go visit the Gelsenkirchen and the team and the stadium there. So in the near future, next time when it gets easier to travel, I will do it for sure.
Yeah, of course. So when you're in Germany, call me. Then we can go for
Give me a
dinner
tour
or something like that. Yeah,
Of course,
yeah.
of course.
I'm not
course.
from Gelsenkirchen. I can't. Okay, I can go with you to the stadium. Obviously, I've often been there, but I'm not a Gelsenkirchener. You know, I'm from
Okay.
in the near from
Where you from?
Münster. Maybe you know.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
Munster.
Yeah. But
Very
when
cool.
when you are in Gelsenkirchen, I come to Gelsenkirchen.
Okay. Sounds
Yeah,
good. I will let you know.
Okay. Really cool. Okay. Yeah, I think this is the end of our interview. Was really, really cool to have you here. Was really a pleasure. I don't know why the hell we made this not before, you know. Yeah, I don't know, but
That's all right. Hey,
this
these
life.
things happen. They come naturally. So, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. So, when you watch this, and you like English Schalke content, please subscribe to Schalkemerica. Go to Richard and to Jack and Jack Mangan. Yeah, I understand. I remember. And yeah, go to them, subscribe the channel, and I can really appreciate them. You can learn much about Schalke 04 because they make a really nice history videos and watch-alongs. You can find really much content on their channel, and yeah, subscribe them. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, then I have to thank you. I have to say thank you to Richard, and yeah, maybe we see us. Maybe we see us in the next time. I don't know. Maybe on your or
Yeah.
on my channel. I don't know.
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye. And
Glück auf.
Glück auf. Yes.